order without any ambiguity. For pre-order enabled takeaways, the customer can choose their pre-order slot from the drop-down available in Schedule for Later. This feature has been rolled out to all customer websites in 3.0 version globally. So when we went live with Nash integration, we had faced issues with customers getting confused between delivery or pickup. So now that problem has been eliminated. So the next feature is tax for delivery charge in Canada. So in the US market, we initially went and partnered with Skipkart and then with Nash, who is a third party delivery partner. And similarly, to enter the Canada market, we are partnering with Simply Delivery. And unlike Nash, Simply Delivery does not have a dynamic way of providing delivery charges. Moreover, the integration would require us to calculate the tax on the delivery charge. Hence, for Simply Delivery enabled takeaways, the delivery charge and the tax will be configured in Bob CRM. The percentage of tax to be applied on the delivery charge is defined in Bob CRM, and consumers will pay tax for food and delivery together while placing an order. So the receipts will show both the food and delivery tax together as one component tax, and this will be directly sent to the client account. A separate analytics dashboard report to showcase the third-party delivery details with delivery charge and its tax will be available for the clients. Clients can use this report to hand off the delivery charge and the tax amount to the delivery partners. So the next feature is partial refund, one of the most awaited features, and this feature will empower agents to partially refund for missing items in an order. When consumers contact FoodHub agents through chat regarding issues with items in their order, the agents will speak to the takeaway and confirm the same. Once confirmed and agreed by the takeaway, the agent can initiate the refund, and with the client's consent, the refund amount from the client's account will be transferred to the customer. In cases where the takeaway disagrees, as compensation, a FoodHub agent will continue to provide a coupon of certain value to the customer. In this refund process, refund for orders involving wallet, that is, orders paid through wallet or paid using wallet and card, which we call as partial payment, will be refunded to the wallet directly. And all other orders paid only through card will be refunded back to the source account. This feature is enabled for all regions except the UK, and we are planning to make it global very soon. The next feature is blue-green deployment for consumer portals. This feature is aimed at having a rollout strategy for increasing the user traffic progressively with alpha and beta setup. This is basically a deployment strategy in which you create two separate but identical and parallel environments. One environment, which is the blue or the alpha, is running the current application version, and the other environment, which is the green or the beta, will have the new application version. The blue version will act as a standby in case of rollback or till the next version is ready. Currently, in our app release, we have a staged rollout where the build for new version will initially be available to 1% of the users and then gradually increase to 5%, 10%, and finally will be available to 100% of our users. Similarly, this green version will be rolled out to a percentage of customers and then gradually increase. If all goes well, then green will become the next alpha of blue. As a start, this has been deployed for Australia region with 90% green users and 10% blue users. Until the existing version is retired, there will be customers spread across two different versions of the application. And going forward, all new features will be deployed in this fashion. Apart from the main features, we also have worked on Google cost optimization. Over the past few months, there was an increase in the cost involved in using Google services in our consumer ordering portals. We have identified areas of improvement where we could reduce the costs involved. And after this implementation, the uptrend that was observed has reduced significantly. The below images, the first image shows the reduction in cost on a daily basis for the month of November. And the second image shows the cost trend across months. And as we see, the uptrend has peaked during October and has significantly reduced in November. And the forecast for December is also way below. Way forward, we have advanced discount enhancement to display the advanced discount options available to the customer. Currently, we are only displaying the basic discount upfront in the website listing. And after this enhancement, the advanced discount options will be visible to the consumer. We also have More Engage web events, similar to what we did in app. More Engage is a customer engagement tool where we'll be sending the web events for further customer segmentation. We'll also be working on UX enrichment based on US and Australia stakeholder feedback. We also have customer app homepage revamp in progress, where all the elements on the homepage of the customer app will be configurable. And there's one more interesting feature for Instagram gallery to show Instagram posts of takeaways Instagram account in the consumer ordering portal in their gallery section. So that's all I have today. Over to you, Jay.
Thank you, Ken. So that's pretty much the summary of the changes that has gone through on the consumer portals. So people who are viewing this through the YouTube channel, if you have any questions, you can post that on your chat window. One of our team members will be happy to query on that. So the next set of changes, which has gone through the business transformation team, we have Divya and team to present that. Over to you, Divya.
Sure, Jay. Thanks, Ken. Let me share my screen quickly. So good evening, everyone. I'll quickly explain you guys about the different features and enhancement that we had gone through in the past 1 month with business technology transformation team. I'll be covering from Bob CRM end, and Sai will explain you guys about Bob CRM web and app, and Anand will explain the features related to automation and data. So with respect to Bob CRM N, one of the feature that we have released is partial refund. As Ken already covered about what this partial refund feature is all. And I just want to show you guys from the perspective of Bob CRM how you can initiate the refund request via Bob CRM. And the main benefit of this feature is that so far we are doing only full refund, or we are giving the end consumer the coupons for the food complaints or anything related to the order they raise it as an issue. But going forward, we will be able to do the partial refund for the complaints or the missing items that they are reporting to us. So in Bob CRM, you can navigate to this feature via extras. You can go to the search order page, and in that one, you can search for that order ID for which they have raised the complaint. So in that screen, you will have a partial refund button. On click of that button, you'll be able to process the partial refund for that particular order. So when you click on that partial refund button, you will be popped up with a window which will show you the list of items and add-ons related to that order information, so that you can select a particular item or add-on for whatever you have to initiate the partial refund request. And we have to make sure that the refund amount is always lesser than the total paid amount, and you will not be able to select the last item from this one since this is the partial refund. The main benefit of this feature is the cost optimization and revenue we could bring in instead of having the full refund. The next feature that we have worked on is the app sales scoreboard. So in this one, we had brought in a lot of enhancement to support the app team to give them a holistic view for them. And also we have provided the app sales data based on different client statuses and also for VIP clients, trial period, staff name, for example, who has made the app sale and the department. Earlier, we had only agent-wise chart, but we have moved it to team wise, which clearly shows how each team is performing and what is the percentage of sales that app sales that is done by each team. And also you will get to know the host information, which will show which team member, I mean which agent has processed this app sale for this particular client, and also which department he belongs to, what is the current status of that client, how much amount they have paid for it, on which date they have paid, and so on. So detailed information we are giving in so that we can have a more detailed data, and we can segregate based on like how many departments have contributed to the app sales, and which individual agent had contributed to it, and how much amount we have collected. All this information can be gathered from this app sales scoreboard. The next feature is that we have brought in improvements with the CSS template and homepage editor. Earlier, our agents faced the issue with the preview of these templates, but we have enhanced the preview page and we had given it a new look and feel, so that we had brought in the UI enhancement with this page, so it will be easy for the users, agents to select the templates and they can work on these templates. To navigate to this, you have to go to Bob CRM, features and website template or homepage editor. The next big feature that we worked on is the PDQ auto activation. So earlier, what our agents doing were like they were calling the takeaway to manually activate the device, and this was time consuming and it was involving cost as well. Now we had brought in this feature in Bob CRM where we can auto activate this PDQ from Bob CRM end itself, so that the agents can navigate to the features and PDQ config, where they can select the device and they can activate it instantly from Bob CRM end. So they don't have to follow up with the client, or they don't have to call the client to manually activate the device. And another big feature that we worked on is merchandise dashboard. So you can navigate to this feature from Bob CRM extras, and you have to type in merchandise dashboard. So earlier, we didn't have any UI for the merchandise team to perform various activities. They were using some other form data and Excel sheets to manage all their activities. So in order to have a bucket, in order to create a UI for them, we worked on the merchandise dashboard. It's just we have created a bucket for the team to manage their tasks from a single page in Bob CRM. So when you look at the screen, it will show the different set of clients that we are having across 23 postcodes. And also we can have various filter options. We have various filter options here, so that you can filter out based on different client categorization. For example, if you want to see only for just installed clients or need supports, you can have those filter options. And also here you can assign, multi-select the task and assign it through bulk option. And several other additional options also we have provided in this dashboard, such as agents can mark weekly notes, and they can able to add any one of the options like subscription converted or order placed, order declined, with so many reasons tagged into it. So basically they can perform various activities within this bucket, merchandise bucket, by using our merchandise dashboard. These are all the list of features that has been developed and released so far from Bob CRM end. And we have upcoming features like social media posting using Instagram, and we have that menu auto problem finder, making it a mandatory option so that all the errors will be reduced. And also we are working on SMS scheduler revamp, making it very simple and user-friendly UI to schedule the SMSs and email. Also, we are working on enhancement with banning a customer from search order page itself. So development is finishing soon, and very soon you can see this feature live. And we are also working on various status page enhancement tickets as well. That's from Bob CRM back office, and Sai will take it forward with Bob CRM web and app. Sai, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Hi team. Hi team. Currently, we have introduced a new option which is familiar to my takeaway users for the resellers, so that now the resellers can quickly add in-store items and process in-store orders using Bob CRM itself through the menu and quick item search. These are the new options we have brought in for the resellers. Next, we have integrated two new third parties with us, which is Just Eats and Deliveroo. Now we have provided an option in MS so that agents can start enabling or disabling based on client's request. And we also provided the logo in the integration tab, so your agent doesn't need to go into config page to see these options. They can just navigate to the info page and check on the integrations options to know whether a takeaway is integrated with Just Eats or Deliveroo. To add a note on Ken's delivery charge taxes, we have provided an option in config checkout page to enable or disable this feature. Here, you can check it here where delivery charge taxes, and these are the configurations provided for delivery charge taxes. And the last part is the upcoming features. We are planning to remove the old ticket list, and also we are planning to introduce a clone ticket option, which will be useful for the customer service team. And these are the updates from Bob CRM web and app. Now I'll pass on to Anand from data team.
Hello team, let me share my screen now. Okay, let me take you all through some of the recent updates from automation and data team. So last time, if you remember, like I have given a walkthrough about the onboarding projects that we have.
Anand, sorry, your voice is not so, audio is not so clear.
Is it better now?
Yeah, little better than that.
All right. So last time, team, last time I gave you an update about like onboarding 2.0, the menu scraping work that the team has done. So we are done with it. Like so that like now the team has completed working on the config updates, like as and when any new takeaway comes in, the business open hours, close hours, be it longitude, latitude, that we manually update in the config, and also the business addresses that we update in the config. Like all those things pertaining to the new takeaways have been completely automated. So apart from the menu scraping, like now that like we have progressed to this stage, now all of these things, like which the data which is available from the Google, that will be pulled out by our scheduler scraping engines, and then like it will be updated in the config automatically. So this would eliminate all the manual efforts taken by the team for each and every takeaway, so that now with all this automation, team would save, the ops team would save humongous time. Moving on with the cuisine mapping. In the earlier scenario, like the items what were what was available in our system, like used to be with all the clumsiness data. Let me give you an example. Like for instance, like kebab. So there was no, there was no mapping that was available for kebab, whether kebab falls under which category, whether it will fall under the the main course or starters or desserts. Like this item classification was not at all there. So the team has identified, like they have trained the engine to understand that kebab should fall under a major category. So we have defined the system that, like with all the categories, let's say for example starters, main course, desserts, drinks, and add-on tips, like all these major categories have been identified, and then like we have taken into account all those items within our system. Like let's say for example, like 13 million items were there roughly, with different variables. Like when I say variables, these are all like a particular takeaway may have kebab as a name in their menu, but another takeaway may have instead of KEBAB, it can be KABAB. So with all these variables put together, like the humongous data was not properly organized. Like, so our team has done proper data workaround, and then like they have classified all these items to be grouped under the identified cuisines. Like, so majorly as a first step, like we have grouped all these items under 5 broad categories, like namely starters, main course, desserts, drinks, and add-on dips. So once this is done, like with the available data, we will be able to infer more data points from this, and this would pave way for more recommendations in terms of item recommendations, or any further recommendations within our system. Moving on to the next update is the cuisines, the trending cuisine. Like the team has come up with the region-wise trending cuisines, like that is there across each and every region. Let's say for example Manchester. So what is the trending cuisine like across Manchester? This data will be now available for all of the takeaways, like which are operating out in a particular region. So with this data, as you remember, like last time we rolled out something related to discounts. Like whenever there is any order drop that is there, the takeaway owner will get an auto notification that like the discount will be applied for a particular time whenever there is any order drop. On top of that, like we are also planning to give more inputs, as in like what is the cuisine that is trending in the a particular region. So across regions, like if this input is readily available for the takeaway owners, like they will make precautionary steps, and then like they will even like try to pull in more resources to cater the needs of the end consumers. So now this data is available. We are trying to make it as a package. The development part for this is like almost done. So we are planning to actually bundle this along with the discount, when the discount should be available for the user whenever there is any drop, whenever there is any order drop, plus the trending cuisine input, plus all the whenever there is any order surge that is happening at a given point of time. So all these 3 data like will be readily available to the takeaway owners, so that the takeaway owners will be able to make informed decisions better with the available data. So development part for this is like completely done. So we will be moving, like once when the code freeze is over, like we are hoping to push this live to the live customers. From the ETL side, a lot of work is going on. Like the team has been like putting on quantum amount of effort to kind of extract all the unstructured data and making it more meaningful, so that like we as a team will be able to infer like all the meaningful insights from the data available. Let's say for example, like from the available data, if at all we wanted to derive any let's say for example like 100 takeaways, like what are all the cancelled orders for a given period of time, or any surge in order increase for a given number of takeaways. Like, so these kind of meaningful insights, like the team was unable to pull out from the system, because like it was all unstructured earlier. Now that the team is putting in their best efforts to extract this data, cleanse the data, and then like trying to structure this data from the RDS, so that it becomes more meaningful, and it almost becomes like near real-time visualization of all the data points available. In a way, it will give a sense that like the data that's coming out from RDS is meaningful, and it comes with almost data accuracy, with close to nearby 100% data accuracy. And also it helps to reduce the technical complexity that revolves around all of these things. Up next, our team is also working on the billing automation. The grooming part for this is also over. Like we are just like moving on with the next set of things. So billing automation, like earlier, like what we have done is the initial set of thing. Like we are just like trying to add on more elements to this, so that the whole purpose of doing this project like yields the expected outcome in terms of receiving all the outstanding balance from the customers. Following that, like we're also putting our efforts to do the onboarding 2.0. Now that like we are continuing with the config update, like a couple of things more to follow from this as the customer app stabilization, like wherein like the complete process of app development will be streamlined, and then like it will be automated. Even the the website template mapping, all those things will be automated. Like, so that is what we have in play. On top of that, like we're also working on the deputy integration, where the staff scheduling and the timesheet management can be taken care of. Like, so we are in touch with the deputy team in a way to come up with the best integration possible. So this will be within our system, so that all of our takeaway owners like can make use of this and schedule their staffs and be in a position to manage all their staff rosters in a more hassle-free manner. So that's it from my side. Like, catch you all in the next update. Thank you.
Thank you, team. So those were some good updates coming from the B2T team. And next on the line, we have the line management team showcasing their set of improvements. Over to Gopi and team.
Thank you. Good evening, all. This is Gopi. So I'll be projecting some, myself and my team will be projecting some updates on the client management part, which covers your Fusion, My Takeaway, Digital Board, D2S, and My POS, IPOS. Okay. To start with, let me cover a couple of features that has been released with respect to Fusion, EPOS, and My Takeaway. So the first one is chatbot feature. So option to update the order status. So as you all are aware, consumers raise this query frequently, where's my order? So in that situation, so as a client, I have an option to give an actual and accurate update to the consumer about the order status. So once the waiting time is crossed, so this feature comes into picture when the waiting time with your order is already lapsed. So when the consumer inquires about the order, a pop-up comes into my Fusion system, and as a client, I can select the appropriate update about that order. So it also gives some basic information about the orders so that I can take corrective actions. And also I have an option to snooze that pop-up once. Suppose if I am stuck with some other order processing or any other updates. So, but the second time I have to take mandatory action on it. So you can select whether the order is on its way or it is delayed by 15 minutes, 20 minutes or whatever based on your need. So once the snooze option is clicked, so we have a separate module where you can see all the snoozed items, so that once you are free or after taking the current order, so you can just take appropriate action on these orders. So whatever you select, I've just attached a glimpse of preview how it gets reflected in the food ordering portal. So it will say your order is already on the way, or if it is delayed, say for example, if I'm clicking 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it will say the order is delayed and the revised ETA will be published to the user. So by doing this, the main benefit of this feature is, one, consumer gets proper update about the order. And the second main thing is the manual intervention of agents checking the order status with the client or with the order inflow and then updating the consumer is completely eliminated to some extent. So that system deals that automatically. So by doing this, we are eliminating the manual process of agents doing some effort on this. So the second part is, as discussed earlier, it's on the partial refund case. So from client management side, so we will be projecting that information on the stats. So as a client, I will get the clear picture of what is the actual refunded amount, whether if it's related to full payment or if it's related to partial payment. So we have a breakup in our stats. So you can just see this highlighted mark, which talks about the total order refund and also the orders that got partially refunded. So by giving this information, the benefit, as you all are aware, so as a client, I get the clear picture of what is the amount got refunded to consumer from my side. So that will help me to reconcile my account transaction. And the third one is phone number masking. As part of phase 1 release, so we did this feature only for the customer database because recently we had the problem of where customer database or misused. Okay. So what we have done is, so we have introduced a masking or proxy concept. So as a user, whenever you go to customer database, you will not see the actual phone number of the consumer. Instead of that, you can see a proxy number along with a PIN. So by doing this, we are doing an encrypted part of phone number so that the details are not misused. So whenever you try to call the consumer from My Takeaway app, obviously this gets automatically dialed, and there's no need of inputting the PIN manually. But whereas if you are doing that from a EPOS, obviously if it's a manual call which is not linked to our system, then obviously you have to update the proxy number along with the PIN, so it gets connected automatically. Okay. So in the last month, we did very minimal feature release. That's mainly because now we have migrated more clients into, I can say all your non-VP clients are now into Fusion React Native. So that we are just trying to give a better performance, and also we are trying to resolve all the existing defects and bugs. So we are working on clearing all the check tickets and bug related tickets so that we can have a stable and high performing product for our clients, because very soon we have to target the VIP clients also. And then a couple of in progress items as part of this month. So statistics revamp. So now we have many third party integration as part of our system. So we are just planning to have an advanced version of stats which will give you a clear breakup based on the service provider. And also we are just trying to project some banners on the Fusion EPOS and MyPOS system, so that can be used to promote our business or to say some information from FoodHub to the clients. So we are just trying to make use of that empty space in an effective way. And also AppSync implementation is in progress for non-UK region. So these are the small features which are in pipeline. And to talk about the major features which needs to be planned in the upcoming releases. So user management feature, where you can set privileges based on the user you select, and also offline mode. So it's in trial run phase. So we have some clients who have onboarded with this AppSync offline mode. So based on the results, we'll be um, um, moving more clients into the system. And also we are planning for restaurant ordering split payment. So your receipt or your bill can be splitted based on the items, or anyway, already we have an option of equally splitting among the people. Now we are trying to have something related to item specific. And also we need to implement different prices for the same item. So right now, so all our item irrespective whether it's delivery or collection, it's the same, right? So now since we are getting more clients, and we got more feedbacks about this from our clients, so we are planning to have different price for the same item based on the order type you select. So this helps the clients who serve different prices for restaurant order or delivery order kind of thing. So that's it from my side. Maga will be projecting details about digital board and the D2S, and after that Rayan will be projecting on the My Takeaway Lite. Thank you. Thanks for the time. Over to you, Maga.
Thank you, Gopi. I'll share my screen. Hi all, I'll be giving you a few updates on D2S and KDS products. First, I'll move on with D2S. In D2S, as clients gave us a feedback that they are facing issue in differentiating the door numbers and the flat numbers, we have introduced a flat label, which makes them to easily differentiate between the door number and the flat number. You can see here as 49 is the door number and flat 49 is the flat number. And next one is an autopilot feature. We have a feedback that clients are not getting updates regarding the orders that is completed by the drivers. So drivers miss the concept of completing their orders by tapping complete button in the assign tab. What this feature will do is will be provoking the drivers that whether this order is completed or not by giving a pop-up asking whether this order is completed. This is identified by using the order ID number. So once the order is provoked by asking, if the driver clicks on yes, the order will be completed and it will be moved to the completed tab. It won't be in the assigned tab. If the order is not completed, that is if the driver clicks on no, it will remain same in the assigned tab itself. And again, this is based on the geolocation, he'll get the pop-up. So once he moves, or if the location is getting updated, he'll get a pop-up again asking whether this order is completed or not. So based on the feedback we get, we'll be auto-completing these orders based on the geolocation. That is, if the driver is near to the customer location, we'll be completing the orders. And next one is we have an upcoming releases like tracking the geolocations of the drivers and updating in our KDS. That is, in the dispatch screen, we'll be updating the driver's location. And one more feature will be proof of delivery. So proof of delivery is nothing. Once the order is delivered, we'll be having the proof whether the signature of the customer or the photo of the order delivered. This will be projected in the Bob CRM also. In KDS, as you know, we have reached few clients with KDS application, and we have now upcoming releases. That is, we are including new features in KDS. I'll be listing you the few features. One is differentiating orders. So as we have all the third parties integrated with Footer, in dispatch screen, when the order is projected, the clients face how we'll be differentiating from the third party. So now we'll be having the third parties logos and also Footer logos. This will help the clients to differentiate the orders. And next one will be displaying the price. So in dispatch screen, we'll be getting the order, and how we'll be projecting is we'll be having the price value for each order. So once you click on the price, you will be getting the list of all the item prices. And next one will be map and receipt view. In assign tab, we'll be having map and receipt toggles, and also in the settings toggle. So this will help them to also enable and disable this option in assign view. Next will be the settings revamp. We'll be having a new settings UI in KDS applications. And next one will be auto login. This auto login is once you install the KDS application, that is, if the TV is already registered with the Footer, and if you install the KDS application, we'll ask some activation code or OTP login. Now what will happen is the client will automatically log in based on this auto login feature. That's all from my end. I'll hand over to Rayon.
Hi guys, thank you Maha. Just a very short and sweet one from me. Just let me share my screen. So I've been working with our PDQ departments and Omar and his team just in regards to Food Up Pay. And so the module, this is a new module for the A920. The previous one that we had was consuming too much memory, and the device is only 1 gigabyte of RAM, so it couldn't hold that storage. Therefore, we needed a dedicated app to integrate with our kiosk and EPOS. So Food Up Pay we've implemented to improve performance and allow faster card payments. By clicking the take payment option, you'll be able to see the statistics, check the previous transactions, and take a card payment from there. These are the three sort of screens you'll see in the module. So the first one you'll see is take payment. You'll be able to enter the amount. Customer will be able to swipe tap or enter the chip and pin upon fulfilling the order. Settings, you'll be able to enable and disable the print PDQ receipts for the consumer and for the client. Check statistics, resync the app just in case there's any issues going on. Touch wood, there isn't, because I'm working on that. And you'll be able to log out from here also. On the statistics page, you'll be able to see all the previous transactions from the past and the current day as well. That's all from my end, guys. Thank you very much. And if you have any issues regarding this, or if you have any queries, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Rian. Thank you, Maga. And thank you all. That's it from client management side.
Okay, so that's the end of the rental for today, and we have seen a roundup updates from all of the changes that we have gone through. So if you have any queries or clarifications, feel free to post it on the product news channel, or reach out to any of the product managers or through emails. We'll be happy to help you. So see you soon on the next session, probably the next month. See you then. Right. Thank you.